in order to use our calculators well, you have to set up some spatial tools to be able to run our calculators in regions that you define. What I really want to show you is the spatial features. Great. So spatial features are, in fact, there's a little explanation here, up here and down here. So a spatial feature contains one or more polygons with a common name. A feature is used to filter surveillance data to a specific geographic area or areas if the feature has more than one polygon. So for example, if you want to create features for a set of 3 ponds that are close to one another, there are 3 possible approaches to creating the features. You can create one feature with 3 polygons, 1 polygon for each pond. You can create 3 different features, each feature containing 1 polygon for 1 pond. Or you can create one feature with 1 polygon that covers that whole area where the 3 ponds are. So you can see here, Spatial has some spatial features are already defined. So if I want to show you what those look like, we have a polygon in this 2007 Sacramento. I don't know exactly what that is, but they have different, you know, an Arden spray block. They have something happened in Elk Grove, something from North Davis. So you can create regions. So these spatial features, which are basically, you know, similar to a shapefile that you would use in GIS, but doing this in our software allows you to use our calculators without having to export your data from VectorServe and import that into your own GIS software. So you're going to want to create spatial features for your agency or for you personally. So you can run these calculators in certain regions. That'll become more clear. If you haven't played with our calculators, that'll become more clear as we go through each of the calculators. So let's hide these, and I want to show you how to create a new feature. So that's up here. It says new feature. We're going to add a polygon. And so say I'm interested in, you know, what's happening in this Midtown area bound by the highway. And you can put as many points as you want to make this as nicely bordered and defined. But let's say we're interested in that Midtown area. So that's going to be our feature. We're going to name that Midtown, Sacramento, Midtown. So you have options here. You want to name that something obviously that you can recognize later. So you might have it by certain years if you're only doing certain sprays in certain years or certain analyses in certain years, but I'm just going to call it Sacramento Midtown. Probably should say Midtown Sacramento, but that's okay. Share with agency. You can see if you hover over it, it says, if checked, this feature will be made available to other users of your current agency. So we want other people to run analysis using that. There's another checkbox here. Is this feature appropriate for public maps? This actually isn't live right now. This gives us the option to create maps in the future and use your polygons as defined areas on that. So if you want to click that and help us out in the future, that's great, but don't worry too much about that one. So we have 1 polygon for that Sacramento Midtown area. If we wanted to add another polygon to add, I don't know, we want to avoid that street or something, who knows, whatever. I'll just do this kind of rough to finish it. We can have 2 polygons in the same region, as we said here in this spatial feature drop down. Great. So we'll go from there, and we want to save this feature. So we'll just say, now we've saved it, it's going to save it. Let's just search because I don't want to go through all of those. We have Sacramento Midtown, 2 polygons created by me. That's my login right now. Shared, not public. Cool, great. We have a polygon, or we have a feature with 2 polygons. There, you can also import features. So you'll have to use an Esri shape file, but if you have those already, for defined regions in your agency, you can upload those yourself without having to go in and draw each polygon again. Public layer is the same as this feature appropriate for public layers. So if you want to import your feature and not have it public, you can click this one. If you want to import a feature that is also public, you can do that here. So that is spatial features. And you're going to want to set those up to do our calculators, and that'll make more sense in a second.